guys, welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet and welcome to my channel. Today I am back with another multiple looks using only one palette, and the palette of choice is the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette, and it looks like this right here. And actually, shout out to my friend Mandy. She gave it to me as an early birthday gift, and of course I wanted to do 5 looks using this product, especially because it is a high-end product and we need to know how she works. You know what I mean? So if you're interested in seeing how to get these looks using this one palette, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do post multiple looks using one palette all the time. I'll add the playlist up here so you guys can see. And without further ado, let's get started. Also, guys, I know I've been doing these a lot, but it's like these palettes are coming out like hotcakes, like how foundations were coming out last month. So I promise I have other types of videos coming. And okay, let's start now. Alright guys, we're gonna start. This is how beautiful the palette looks. The packaging is so pretty and gold. And we're gonna start with priming the lids with this Huda Beauty concealer. And then we're gonna start off with the shade Swarm and just add it all over the lid with a fluffy brush. Then going in with the shade Keeper, we're gonna add it with a pointier brush onto the crease so we have a nice gradient going on. Then going in with the shade Drip, we're gonna place it with a Morphe 506 brush right on the crease. We can create a nice shape and deepen up the crease to create nice depth. Then going in with the shade Queen, we're gonna add it all over the lid with a flat brush. Not bad at all. You can't really see it, you just have to build it up a little. It took me a few times to get it to this shade. Then going in with the shade Sting, it's a nice chocolate brown. We're going to start winging out and creating a smoked out eyeliner. Not really smoked out, we're making it nice and thick to create a little bit of dimension on our eye. And with this LA Girl Bright eyeliner, we're gonna hit the waterline. Then going back in with Sting, we're just gonna tap it very closely to the lash line. Keep it very close. I feel like the nude eyeliner brought the look completely together. It just tied everything in so well. And then going in with the shade HBIC, we're gonna hit the inner corner to give us a nice little pop. You couldn't really see it, I feel, but it was cute. It kind of did make a difference though. So this is look number 1. It was super easy, straight to the point, everyday workable look. You guys know I love those types of looks because just like you, I work and I was going to school a while ago. So we want to look nice, beat, without having to look like we're doing too much. You know what I mean? So this is look number 1, and let's move on to look numero dos. We're going to start off with the shade Sweet and hit it right all over the crease so we start a gradient effect. Going in with the shade Drip, we're gonna hit it right on the crease and smoke it out and bring it out on the outer eye. And then going in with the shade Sting, we are gonna get a smaller brush and start creating our crease. Like really deepen it up. Now with some concealer, I'm using the Huda concealer. We're gonna cut the crease and we're gonna bring it a little bit towards the end of the eye. I've been liking that look lately. And then tapping the excess off with our finger, we're gonna go in with the shade Fly By and start hitting it at the beginning of the eye all the way to the middle. Then going in with the shade Sweet, we're gonna tap it right onto the end of the eye. Then going in with the shade Keeper, we're gonna tap it right in the middle to create a gradient. I feel like the first 2 colors weren't creating a gradient that I wanted. And with an artist brush, we're gonna go around the cut crease with the shade Sting and then blend it out a little so you can really see the crease. I am back full face with lashes on, going in with Sting with the Michaels artist brush and just outlining the eye. And then with this flat brush, we're gonna line the entire lower lash line so it's all connected. And then going in with this brown LA Girl eyeliner on the waterline and smoking it out as always. And this is look number 2. It was a little glam, but it looked super, super clean. I loved how it looks very matte, although it's not completely matte because the white shade, the flyby shade, is not matte, and I actually thought it was. But this is look number 2, super simple, clean, fresh cut crease with a bit of a lash moment right there. And yeah guys, this is look number 2. Let's move on to look number 3. Wetting our brush, we're gonna start off with the shade Honey and start it off on the inner corner. And look, it looks good. And just tapping it on the lid like 3/4 of the way. Wetting another brush, going in with the shade Golden, hitting right on the middle, creating that gradient with the first shade, and doing tapping motions. Then going in with the shade Amber, we're going to complete the 3 looks on the lid, just adding it on top of the second shade. And now we're going to start winging it out to create a nice pointy look. And now we're getting a liner from Sephora. By the way, it's not that good. I thought it was, but it's not. And we're just going to do a quick wing. And I didn't like how I looked, so I took it off and I redid the complete wing again. Just wanted to show you guys, things don't happen as easy as they look, I swear. You just have to keep trying and keep it pushing, you know? And then going back in with Sting, and we're gonna outline the lid once again so it looks nice and sharp. And this is it guys, back with some lashes, going in with a brown liner and going in with the shade Queen. And it's a shimmer shade, but we're gonna use it on the lower lash line. I was feeling really artistic this day, and why not, right? Going in with the shade HBIC, hitting the inner corner, and this is look number 3. Super yellow, super honey, super representative of this palette. I really loved how the look came out, although my wing was having a little struggle moment right there, but overall I really like this look. Those shades, ooh, so beautiful. And the lashes I'm using are Goddess. And yeah guys, let's move on to look number 4. Starting off with MAC Paint Pot, and these shadows actually work very well with both. We're gonna start off with the shade Swarm, hitting it with a fluffy brush as usual. This shade will create a nice gradient for us. Then going in with the shade Hive and Drip, mixing those two together and hitting the crease nice slowly so we get a really nice deep crease. Then getting some Too Faced glitter glue. I am going to get a small brush and we are creating a nice wing liner with the glitter glue. Going in with the shade Golden. Sorry, I forgot to show you guys. I'm adding Golden on, adding more glitter, and then adding Golden right on top. Then going into the shade Amber, we're gonna start winging it out. So I add glitter glue, I added amber, then I layered it again with glitter glue and then amber again. And I'm adding HBIC because you couldn't really see amber. Going in with some micellar water and making the wing nice and sharp. Going in with these Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitters in the shade Starfire. It's a nice copper shade. And then going in with Midnight Cowboy in the inner, because I needed more of a glitter pop. And because these glitters reflected a silver shade, I went on top of those glitters with the same shades I used for this wing liner. Then I am going in with a black liner, and I really didn't like how this one was working, but I still winged it out to make it nice and thin. So you see the black liner and then the glitter liner we created with the shadows. Then I went in with my trusty Inglot black liner to really blacken it up. And then this is the full face, and spraying the brush, going in with the shade Honey and hitting the inner corner. And this is another super simple look. I didn't do anything in the lower lash line because I didn't feel like you needed it. Super simple. I feel like this one is an everyday look, and it just gives you the pop of glitter liner that just looks so pretty. And it was easy. Although there was a lot of steps, it was pretty easy for the most part, you know? Alright guys, let's move on to look number 5. Starting off with the shade Keeper, we're hitting the entire lid. Going in with the shade Sting, with a very small brush, we are going to trace out our crease. make it very harsh, and then go in with a small fluffy brush and blend all that out without adding any more product. Then going in with the shade Honey, hitting it right in the inner corner, getting some glitter glue again and layering it like we just did, and then going back in with Honey to make the shades pop. Going in with the shade Amber, it's a copper shimmer shade, hitting it in the middle, layering it over Honey, adding some glitter glue, then adding it on top. Then going in with the shade Queen, adding it first, hitting it with some glitter glue, then adding a second layer. And going in with the shade Sting again, with the same fluffy brush we used, and just deepening up the outer eye. Now using HBIC, hitting the brow bone, which I rarely do, but I felt like I had to do it today, and then just blending it out with a clean brush. Going in with a wing liner, and we want this one very thick and sharp. And here is the full face with some lashes on. Going back in with this LA Girl brown liner on the waterline. Going in with Sting, once again, it's the chocolate brown. And then blending it out with the same brush we used to blend out our crease. Alright guys, so this is it. This is look number 5. I have to say this, and I think look number 2 were my absolute favorite looks. They just came out so pretty, super glam. I love me a nice thick wing liner. You know, that's just me. And the lip, I'm actually using a brown lip liner with just a regular nude matte lip. And let's move on to the outro and what the ranking is on this palette. Alright guys, so I am back with the 5th and final look. Oh my gosh, once again, 5 looks using one palette. And I'm glad that you guys have been liking them lately, so thank you so much. And let's just talk about the Naked Honey palette. It's simply beautiful. I will say that. I love the tones. The shade that actually caught my eye was Honey, which is appropriate named Honey because it's right in the middle of the palette, and it's the standout shade that was my most favorite shade. It's different. I've never seen quite a shade like that, so I really like palettes that have unique shades. I feel like the blendability was great. I didn't have any issues, but the shimmers were very crumbly, very glittery, very all over the place. So I didn't really realize until later in the looks that I just need glitter glue to hold down all that dust. It makes it stay down, and luckily glitter glue does give the shimmer a bit of a punch, which is why I layered it. Also, I know like during the tutorials I'm very short and straight to the point, and it's because I want each look to be a certain amount of time long to move on, because I don't want this video being 30 minutes long when I know I can condense it down to a decent time, so I don't waste your time, you know what I mean? So if you think I'm a little serious, I'm not. I'm just like, let's go, you know? So I wanted to mention that in a couple videos I did last time because I forgot. Overall, it is a higher end palette. It does retail for $49. It's Urban Decay Naked series. I love the Naked series palette. I never have an issue with them. I always like the color schemes, but Urban Decay is a high-end brand. The shadows blend beautifully. The colors are very pretty. They're literally honey, and it just reminds me of honey. And I would actually rate this palette, I would give it a 3.5, only because I love the blendability. I love that I was able to create 5 looks, but after the 5th look, I was kind of getting tired. I felt like I was using the same exact color scheme over and over again, which is like, if you're a neutral type of person, this palette will probably be perfect for you because you can just add a pop of color with one of the shimmers in the inner corner and call it a day. The shimmers, I did not like the shimmers going all over the place. That's one of my pet peeves, especially if you're paying $49 for a palette. I'm gonna need the shimmers to blend like butter and not shed all over the place, kind of like the ColourPop palette, you know? But yeah, I think this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed these looks. Let me know which one is your favorite, and will you guys get this palette or do you have it? Let me know what you think about it. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I appreciate all the love and support. I'll have the playlist of the multiple looks using one palette right over here. You could just click right there, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!